Hi, my name is Mary Claire Miller, and I have the flu right now, so if I sound sick, that's why. But I am going to be talking about the section on liberalism in chapter 3. And so I definitely found the chapter super interesting, and I really focused on and noticed that the main idea of liberalism is definitely the complete majority opposite of what we studied on realism. I believe liberalism focuses on the idea that states can definitely coexist and cooperate together instead of an ongoing competition to see who comes out on top. Specifically in IR, liberalism highlights that cooperation on the international level is key to peace in society and in the world. It also allows the concept that humans are able to cooperate and reason with each other, and I think that that can be shown through we talked about President Woodrow Wilson's 14-point speech, and I think that he really highlights liberalism, and I would definitely call him a liberal because he proposes things like the League of Nations, which is definitely extremely leaning towards liberalism, and he really just wants everyone to work towards world peace and cooperating together instead of being power hungry and focusing solely on like becoming super like hungry to reach the highest point, have the best, and have the best army, have the best government, have the best federal systems, all those things. So, and liberalism, I read, is rooted from the optimism of the Enlightenment and philosophers like Immanuel Kant and different French philosophers, and it carried through to the 20th century with Woodrow Wilson, who I just talked about, and that liberalism became a really important topic through the world wars because we were basically doing the exact opposite of what Woodrow Wilson proposed after the First World War. So I think that that is definitely an interesting topic, how liberalism was really pushed after the First World War, and then we just kind of let it all happen again in the Second World War. And the Second World War was different because it wasn't as many nations up against each other. It was really just the Axis powers against the Allies. But I definitely think that that's a really interesting topic to me, is that how we really pushed liberalism and then it fell from us really quickly. It slipped out of our hands. And Woodrow Wilson's points like didn't really do that much that we wanted it to do. I think he had a really good idea and he really pushed his ideas, but in a world where we were recovering from the First World War and we were trying to reach world peace, and especially like during the Great Depression era, we were so hungry to get back to what we were as a great nation that we kind of pushed realist tendencies because we wanted our status back and we wanted to be the best. And definitely Germany in the Second World War pushed that, not as much international cooperation and more I want to be the best and I'm power hungry. And yeah, so I definitely thought that it was really interesting, and I think that the world as a whole should definitely be, I think now definitely we push towards liberalism and we are definitely more of a liberalistic society, but there's definitely times even in present day where countries get power hungry and they don't want to cooperate or coexist with anyone. So yeah.